Hello, everybody. This is Alberto Kennedy, aka Grimoire. Let me just make sure my camera's on. Okay, yes. This video is going to be talking about Ascension Wars. And that's what we're going through right now. And many people who believe in Ascension and who talk about Ascension, they talk about, oh, the Ascension energies are here, spiritual awareness. It's all, fluffy, kittens and puppies. And no. No. Ascension is difficult. Ascension is basically spiritual evolution. And it's not just for a select few. It's not just for New Agers. It's not just for psychic people. No, it's everybody has access to spiritual ascension. Okay? You may notice that there's a lot of people who are developing abilities. Psychic abilities. Empathic abilities, becoming much more spiritually aware. And that's global. There's certain people, especially now, who are having a hard time with ascension energies, the spiritual evolution. Because we're evolving pretty fast. There's people who are becoming psychic, and they're going and everybody has psychic abilities, but now their abilities are just where they once were dormant, are now live and direct. They are online, and it's hard to manage that, There's some people who are having a hard time with it, and they're developing a negative reaction to ascension energies, which happens. The negative reaction is where they are regressing as opposed of progressing. And that, I believe, has a lot to do with the negative energies that are out and about right now. I mean, there is, for example, the weaponization of anger, fear, religion, differences. I have my notes. Differences such as race, socioeconomic class, sexual orientation, and anything that makes somebody else different than yourself. There are the powers that be, people in power, spiritual energies, call it what you want. But there is an energy that is in direct opposition of our spiritual ascension. I can feel it. And I also, that is global. So how do you counteract something that is amorphous, incorporeal, that's just energy that basically is kind of dickish. It doesn't want you to spiritually evolve, And many people say, oh, it's all in your head and everything. Well, no, 20 years running, I know a little something about something. What I offer to you guys is, in order to combat that negativity that is preventing you from spiritually evolving, or that's affecting you adversely, check your anger issues. Past, present, what are you holding on to that makes you angry, that hurts you? 9 times out of 10, anger, the root of anger is a fear of victimization or undealt with victimization from the past. And that can cause major problems in your spiritual evolution. And negativity can use it against you. Negative energy and entities can use it against you. Your anger issues, your undealt with anger issues, undealt with fear issues, religious, your religion, your ideas about religion, your religion as opposed to other religions and all that. There's some people who get into a religious competition and say, my religion's better than yours, or you don't believe in God the right way, or, well, that is not spiritually productive for you or for the other person. You shouldn't have to justify your religious beliefs, because that's your religious beliefs is your personal relationship with your idea of what is the creator. You know, you shouldn't have to justify that. Um, any religion that leads to peace, protection, spiritual evolution, love, compassion is beautiful. You know, I think the creator, in his infinite wisdom, or her infinite wisdom, or its infinite wisdom, who knows, cannot be arrived to by one path. I think there's many paths that lead to your spiritual evolution, you know? So, differences. Think about differences, you know, is different things, you know, threatening to you? Different cultures, different people, different races, different sexual orientations. Are they threatening to you? And what exactly are they threatening to you? Do they lessen the quality of your life? Do they lessen the quality of your love for your path, your spiritual evolution? You know, think about things like that. In this time zone, well, not time zone, in this era, that's the word I was looking for, era, we want to be conscious of the negativity around us and our ability to see through that negativity. This negativity perpetuates itself and gains strength when we personalize it. When we engage with it. There's a lot of people who, you're wrong, and this is why, and this is... If a person is not open to receive your wisdom, don't force your wisdom upon that person, because then you're the asshole. You know? Regardless of whether if you're right or you're wrong, who cares? If you're forcing your view on somebody else, you're missing the point. It's not about being right. It's about truth. The truth is truth. If a person doesn't see your truth, then why are you wasting words and breath? You know, then the problem there is you. Disengage. Disengage. I learned that recently online. There was a person that very sneakily picked a fight with me. And I'm going like, well, because I was talking about my spiritual viewpoints and whatnot on my page. Then they basically said, well, you know you're wrong because this and that. I'm like, whoa, hello. You know, I'm going like, okie dokie. Then I said, you know what? Hey, from your perspective, I might be wrong. I don't believe I'm wrong. I like my personal relationship with the creator and whatnot. I don't have to justify myself to you. But thank you for your unsolicited opinion. That was kind of bitchy. But still, you know, I had to let him know, slow your roll, my page, my rules. But anyways, you know what I mean? I disengaged. I could have disengaged better, but I disengaged in the sense that I don't want to argue with you. You are entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your perspective. You may be right. You may be wrong. I don't care. I respect your right to say whatever you want to say, but I don't agree with you because I have my own personal perspective on what I do in my life. I would never force it on you. Back the hell up. You know, you can disengage a lot simpler than I can. Sometimes like but you know what I mean. Disengage. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for these arguments. You know, when they want to get into your argument, because that's just the spread of that negativity, and all of a sudden you're left feeling some kind of way, and you don't win, and you're not happy because then now you've taken on their negativity. You know, so disengage from negative people, places, and things. You don't have to deal with that. Try to be detached whenever you're with energies as well as in your daily life. Detachment is not desensitization. Don't be desensitized, because then that injures your ability to be sensitive, to feel compassion, caring, love, understanding. Don't injure those qualities. Those are awesome. I would say detach from negative environments, negative people, negative situations, and negative things. It doesn't mean you clip them out of your life for good. No, but it could, if you don't want to, because you could, but you don't have to. What you can do is also, okay, you know what? I need a timeout. I'm not putting you on timeout. I'm putting myself on timeout. I can't deal with this. I need to process this, and I need some time. That's okay, because you have a right to protect yourself from negative situations, negative people, and negative things. Doesn't mean that you're isolating yourself and you're no, you're just taking your time out. I do that as a way to counter my temper, because sometimes I'm quick to respond and I will read somebody's beads in no time flat. What I'm trying to do with myself is, okay, you know what? I know what I'm about to say. So I need some time to myself. I need to put myself on timeout. And you need to give me this time, because if not, it's going to be Hiroshima, Nagasaki. I'm going to blow the hell up. Let me take a time out. That way, I can decompress. I can see things from a wiser perspective. And then I can re-engage. Or I don't have to. But I need to take a time out so I can think things through. Let's take a time out. Don't perpetuate negativity. Because that's what we're doing when somebody gives us a shit sandwich. We're going to throw it right back at them with more shit. That doesn't really solve the problem. It just creates a mess, And desensitization, we're going through that. We're seeing so much negativity in the world that it's becoming normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. Okay? Don't for a second believe it is. It's kind of like battered wife syndrome. That if you're in an abusive relationship for so long, you come to see the abuse as normal. It's not normal, and you don't have to take it because you're worth it. I try. The last thing I'll give to you guys is depersonalization. Don't personalize everything. Not everything is about you, the positive or the negative. If somebody's hurling obscenities at you, if somebody's just being negative and it doesn't share your ideology or whatever, it's not about you. And I'm learning this. I'll conclude with this. I had a lot of friends that were Trump supporters. I am not. I find him offensive in every level. And I was angry at people for voting for him. Friends of mine that voted for him, or that are Republican. I had to tell myself, slow your roll, Selma. Chill, think about this. And this is hard because I'm still working through it. Whatever their reason, I have to respect their rationale, whatever they were going through. I'm still learning that. Admittedly, I'm still learning that. I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm trying. Because in my heart, my soul, I personalized. And I'm going wait a minute, you voted for this guy who is not cool with the gays, not cool with black people, not cool with Mexican people. I'm Mexican, black, and gay. So what that translated to me is that you give up about me. So, kick rocks. Am I going to do that every time I have an issue with somebody? Kick rocks? I'd hate to think that that I'm that infantile. And I think I was for a while. I'm going to own it. I'll own it. I personalized. A lot of people voted for him because they were hungry. They were tired. They feel beaten down by the system. They feel everybody's a threat, to their livelihood, to putting food on their table. I didn't see that part. I'm going but we're not. But they were led to believe that. Am I going to be angry at them, or shouldn't I be angry at the people that sold them those lies? why should I even be angry? You know, I mean, let's work through it. Let's work through it. I cannot take negativity inside of my being since I'm trying to spiritually evolve. That's what I'm trying to share with you guys, I guess. It's be conscious of the negativity out there. Because when you're conscious of the negativity out there, it has less power over you because you know it exists and you know what it's trying to do. It's trying to skew your perspective. It's trying to corrupt. It's trying to get you to perpetuate the same hate, the same negativity that it is. You know, don't let it win and don't let it in. I wanted to share this with you guys. I want to see how I'm pressed for time. I'm trying to make my videos shorter, but I wanted to share this with you because the things that I just discussed is what is affecting ascension. There's some people who are not going to want to ascend. They're not going to want these energies. They're going to fight it. Then they become violent. They become mentally unstable. They become angry. They become all these things because they're going the opposite direction. And that's sad. Because ascension is actually good for all of humanity. It's not just for a special few. But we all get to ascend. And it's all there. It starts with love, starts with compassion, forgiveness, understanding or trying to understand ourselves and others. Let's begin to do that and let's fight this current of negativity. Because the only reason why it's an ascension war is because we're fighting against it. Let's transcend it. And that's what I offer you today. Bringing light to dark places. Let me know what you think about this video. I hope I reached the people that I needed to reach. And more videos coming soon. Thank you very much for watching.